Hey everybody, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, it seems like it's been so long, a little bit too long since I did this, did a podcast episode, recorded for you all, and we're already in month 2 of 2026. I am embarrassed, definitely embarrassed. My last episode was October of last year. But before we get into today's episode, y'all know how I rock. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to this episode, to give it a listen, open it up, share it, post it. However you support me, I 1000% appreciate it from the bottom of my huge heart. Like, it doesn't go unnoticed. It doesn't go unappreciated. I truly believe that anything, be it a listen, a share, a comment, a like, a dislike, whatever it is, I appreciate it all. So, like I said, thank you for taking the time out of your day to give this podcast episode a listen. For those that support me, not only with my podcast, but with my radio show, my content creation, anything, my businesses, like I appreciate you all so much. And through that appreciation, I do and I am trying my best to be more consistent. And this is kind of the journey that I'm going on with trying to be as consistent as I can. So again, like I said, thank you all so much. So jumping into this episode, I kind of want to slow things down for a bit because this conversation matters and very much well needed. Okay. So if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you probably know that I try to keep things real, right? Not polished, not perfect, not sugar coated, not dancing around any issues, just me being plain honest. Lately, I've been sitting with something that I couldn't just turn into one regular degular schmegler episode. Not even. I felt that it was going to need some breaking down. And I didn't want to give you all like one super long podcast. So, like, no. There's a series coming up for this podcast very soon. And before it launches, I wanted to tell you why I made it. Because I feel that if you're still listening right now, there's a good chance that it could be meant for you to listen to. So first and foremost, right, I absolutely love my life. I love my kids. I love my fiance. I love my family. I genuinely love my life, right? And still, there was a season where I felt empty. I wasn't sad. I wasn't depressed in the way most people would imagine. I just felt a disconnection. I do remember one particular time, I was showering and I was standing there, had the water hitting my shoulder because I was having shoulder issues. And I just felt so disconnected, so there, but not there. So just not present. And the hardest part wasn't just that feeling, it was the guilt behind it. Because when your life might look good on paper, like you have children, you have a man who loves you, like y'all are planning your wedding, you're in school, so you're furthering yourself, you have a job, so you have income coming in. though it might look good on paper, you don't feel like you're allowed to say that you're honestly like struggling with everything. Like it's almost like, how dare you? You know? Um, I know I'm not the only one who's felt like this. I don't feel like I am the only one who's felt like this. I know there are people listening right now who might be trying to hold things together, or you're considered the strong one, or you're needed by so many other people, but you're quietly just wondering, where where do I go? Who do I go to? Who can I talk to? And the thing is, we don't talk about this part of life enough, if at all. The in between, the burnout, the just being tired, the identity loss that doesn't come with a big dramatic breakdown. So instead of trying to squeeze all of that into one long episode, I decided to do something a bit different this time around, okay? So what I did was I created a 6 episode mini series. And what it is it's designed to be listened to in order, start to finish, no skipping around, all right? Um I chose a series because healing isn't linear, okay? Because I feel um conversations build on each other, and people need permission to just sit and allow themselves to feel every single emotion that comes through them. Like just sit and let it feel. You don't have to rush through it. You don't have to skip over it. You don't have to feel guilty about it. Allow yourself to feel. Point blank in a period, poo. So with this episode, it talks about the burnout, motherhood, relationship, emotional invisibility, and finding yourself again without having to start over. But more than anything, it's about naming the feelings we usually push down because we don't think we're allowed to have them. Bullshit. We are. And this episode, this series, it's kind of like that big sister, little sister, however you might look at me, letting you know or telling you like, hey, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. For real, for real. I want to be clear about something though. This is not a series about fixing you. I can't fix nobody. I can barely fix myself, okay? I can barely fix half the stuff that's wrong with something in my house, okay? Trust me, leave. I'm the last person that's trying to do any of that, right? It's not about 5-step plans, toxic positivity, or even pretending everything's gonna get better overnight. Baby, it won't. It won't. It is a journey that I am still on. I just want to share this with you. It's also about honesty, reflection, and realizing you're not broken. Baby, you're just simply human. Um, what you won't hear from me, which you never do, or in this series, is judgment, perfection, or that pressure of you have to bounce back. Bullshit. Bullshit. I need to have that on here. Ugh, I'll get it eventually. I'm gonna get this together, all right? Um, when the series drop, I really encourage you to definitely start from episode 1. Okay. You have to listen to it in order and just take your time. If you have to pause it to think, or even I know like sometimes for me, if I'm listening to a podcast, especially if it's like giving advice on certain things or it's making me think or feel a certain way, I write it down. I pause it, write it down, write out the thought, write out the feeling that I'm feeling or thinking from what was just said. That way I can go back and revisit it. So if you feel you need to do that, fine, but you definitely have to listen to it in order. Um, Mind you, the episodes drop every Friday. I'm trying. They drop every Friday by 9 a.m. Central Standard Time because you know I'm a Chicago girl at heart. So 9 a.m. on Fridays, okay? You might hear something that feels uncomfortably familiar. That's okay though. You're not alone. We're definitely in this together. So Booski, hold my hand when I tell you this. We're going to get through this, okay? Period poo. But don't feel bad if you do need to take a break and just come back to it later, because I'm not gonna tell you recording this was easy. I definitely got in my feelings. It was some tears shedded. It was definitely some tissues. And I don't cry cute, I cry ugly. So it was some snot. Baby, if you have to take a break and come back, it's okay. I'm gonna be right here waiting for you to come back, lovely. Okay. I made this series with so much care, so much love for you, and honestly for myself as well. So if you've ever felt invisible, if you ever loved your life but felt disconnected from yourself, if you ever wondered whether this season is all there is, yeah, baby, this series is just for you. So stay close. Make sure you're following Bree Speaks on all platforms, mainly my Spotify and YouTube. And when the first episode drops, stay there and let it unfold. Okay? If this podcast has ever helped you feel less alone, I think this series will help you a little bit. Till then, as always, thank you for listening. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to listen, support me, encourage me. Just as I'm trying to be there for you all have been there for me in so many ways, and I greatly appreciate it. Like, sincerely. I'm not going to talk your ear off just yet. So I'm going to end it here. I'll see you in episode 1. Have a great day. Bye.